Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a tutorial on these earrings right here that are extra cute, 100% inspired by Pinterest. So I just wanted to jump on here and do a quick tutorial and let's just get into it. So these are the earrings we're making today. All right. Super duper pretty, right? Oh my gosh, loving the teal with the black. Super duper cute. And then I did a couple pairs in this pearl and cream color. All of these beads I purchased at Hobby Lobby for those of you that are inquiring. Okay, are those yummy? Oh my gosh. And I just did 2 pairs of those. Okay, so I already started on the one and then I'm going to show you the other one. I did use a lever back instead of the fish hook, so it's totally your preference. I just wanted you to see that. So sometimes people don't like these because they can fall out sometimes, and then you can just get the lever back and that'll stay snug in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. And the tools that you're going to need are going to be your flush cutters, your pliers, and I use the cinch ones that have the ridges on them, and then your round needle nose pliers. Okay, the beads that I am using are these check glass beads. This is the matte black in the size 8, and the ones that I did for this are also a size 8, and these are white shell. So it's a pearl-like color. These are super pretty, and I got these from Hobby Lobby. All of these beautiful beads right here that you see that are all pearls, these are all from Hobby Lobby. Okay, aren't they pretty, guys? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, look at this cute ring, guys. I just made it for the video. I was like, oh my gosh, let me just make a little cute stretchy ring. And then I actually put a crimp bead to cover it. These are the ring. These right here I made for my Apple Watch, and they fit as a ring, so I took them off my watch band and I put them on my finger. But I didn't add the crimps on that because for my watch one, I don't really care about that. Now, if I was to sell these or gift them, then I would probably put the crimp beads on them. But right here, so it just looks more clean. And then, of course, you always make sure you add some glossy accent in there before you close it off on the knots. But isn't that just cute? Just simple and flipping adorable. Okay, carry on, Anna. And before you dive in, this is going to be the next video showing how to make these. Guys, is that not the flipping cutest? Look at those. Love these. And these are floaters, so you'll see that none of the beads are stuck. And I love it. Super duper cute. So keep your eyes peeled for this one next. Okay, so I have right here, these are 3-inch eye pins. These are eye pins. The ones that are flat are head pins. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I bead these because these are pretty tiny beads, and I'm not going to hold this like this and then try to find the hole and stick. I'm not doing that. That would take for all of eternity. So how I do these is I grab my pen and then I just find the hole, and then I'll just put on a few of them, then I'll put them down so that my hand is holding, they're behind here and they don't fall back out. And then, like for instance, this first one is 15, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, geez Louise, 14, 15. Okay, so that's the one. And then my next one is 13 beads. Okay, so we're going to count 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See how much easier it is to just string them that way? The last third one I have is 10 beads, and I do count with these. I don't, when you're doing earrings, you really want them to be equal. Unless you're doing asymmetrical, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's how many I count? 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So there, those are there. I've already pre-did these right here, so I didn't want to bore you guys to death. Now, because these are 3 inch, you see that there's a waist right here, right? So you could get away with using 2 inch for these. But I want to show you that you do not have to, it doesn't go to waste, okay? So there is really no exact rule of thumb as far as how far you cut these out. And I know that that's probably going to be the most frustrating part, is figuring that part out. I guesstimate, guys, but when I guesstimate, I prefer to guesstimate longer than shorter, okay? So I'm going to get this, I'm going to cut it. All right, and then we're going to get our round needle nose. In fact, that's a little too long. And only because I've been doing these for so long that I can pretty much eyeball it and know, okay, that's too long, or oh my gosh, that's too short. All right, and then we have these right here. You see where the head is? And then it's flat, okay? And you're holding it, the closest to the tip is the smaller of the circle. The farther back, the bigger the circle. I'm right-handed. My left hand, all it's doing is it's going to hold it, and my right hand is doing all the work, okay? So I'm going to turn it and then go back and keep turning it until it looks like that, okay? But then we're going to stick this back in, and then we're going to turn it towards us, okay? Away to do the circle, and then towards us to create it so that it's not bent. Because if you keep it this way, then that means your pin is going to be bent that way, and you don't want it that way. You kind of want it like a question mark, okay? And then we're going to close this off. You always want the metal to touch metal so that the beads don't slip out or your connector pins don't slip out, all right? And the piece that we just cut off right here, this right here, what I do is I save them and I make eye pins. Okay. And then, so see, it's already done. And now it's a 1 inch eye pin. And I just keep it right here on the side and I keep moving on. Okay. And we're going to cut this off, put it to the side. Again, right hand, closer to the tip, not too far to it. Right hand does the work. Left hand is just holding it. Okay, and then we're just going to turn it until we feel that it's touching, and then turn it towards us. Okay, so you see that it's opened a little bit. That's okay. And then we're just going to take our pliers, and this is where we're going to close it. That's why I like these ridges, because it'll hold on to it without slipping. But you got to be careful though, because these ridges will scratch the metal if you're not too careful. So that's why I prefer to use these. Okay, so that's done. Now this one I actually did use, because it's only 10 on this one, 15, 13, 10 for one earring. That's the number I chose to do. And this is a 2 inch eye pin. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this down. And then we're gonna do the same thing, away. And then keep that in there, turn it towards us, and bend. All right. And then we're going to take this, and then we're going to close it. Okay, so there's the 3. All right, then we're going to use this as a 6mm jump ring. That's the heavier gauge from Hobby Lobby. I always get these. These are my preferred jump rings to use when I'm doing jewelry, because the gauge is thicker. I prefer that. Now we have 3 different sizes. I want to have a short, the super long one, and then the other short one, so that it hangs uneven like that. Okay, now we're going to close this off for now, and we're going to lay that to the side. Now we're going to work on the top part. The top part is this one right here, which I already do not have, but that's all right. We're going to do it right here. All right, and now we're going to go ahead. These are one of the pieces that I just cut off of the long one and made my own eye pin. So see how you can easily reuse those? Okay. get these, and then we're gonna turn, then bend, and then turn towards us. Now we're gonna go ahead and connect it. Okay. And then make sure when you connect it that these don't move around if you want it to be short, long, short, because sometimes I've done that and I'm like, and I'm looking and I'm like, why is all the short ones on one side? So just keep track of that. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and close this off. And then we're gonna add the lever back. So now we're gonna go ahead, and the lever backs you can get from the same, from any of the craft stores. There's nothing special about the ones I'm using. Okay, and then it's closed off. Now we're at the top part, okay? So now let's start working on the bottom, all right? So I see that right here, my 10 bead one has the 2, which is gonna be these 2 right here, okay? So let's go ahead and start working on this one. And then go back. Close that off so that it's metal on metal. So make sure when you, these earrings require a lot of the loopies. So they do take practice, guys. I don't want you to be misled thinking, oh, these are just so stinking easy. Well, they're easy when you're experienced and you know what you're doing. But to learn these, I went through so many eye pins and head pins figuring out my system, my way of doing these, and what worked best for me. And then you'll find that comfort level watching. There's a lot of girls out there that have different techniques that works for them, and you just got to find what works best for you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and connect these. So we're going to open, anytime you open a ring, you always open it away or towards you, but never open this way or this way. Okay, because it'll take away the shape of the circle if you do it that way, and then you just ruined your pin. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and open the top part so we can connect it to the seed beads. All right, and we did it on the shortest one. Oops. There we go. And we're going to close it off. And there. Now moving on. Now we have the heart, and then we have one of the bigger circle. These are all glass beads. You could use whatever you like if you want to use glass, or if you want to use acrylic beads, or whatever works best for you. I prefer glass. I just feel like they're sassy. So we're going to do the glass. I'm going to a wedding and next month. So these are one of these pairs of earrings I will be wearing. Okay, and then we're going to take these super pretty hearts, of course, from Hobby Lobby. I wish they carried all the colors in these hearts, but they don't. So, and that's okay. All right, now we're gonna do this way and then back, and bam. See, perfection. All right, we're gonna keep this one a little bit more open so we can connect it. All right. And then we're gonna close this off. And make sure always the metal is touching the metal, guys, or else they will fall right off. And I've done that many times because I'll be rushing and then I didn't check. And it's nothing more irritating than that. So, and this would be on the longest one that I did, which was 15 seed beads. So that's where I'm hanging that at. Now, make sure if you guys do this, do whatever you like. If you want to make it a different bead count or have the dangles hang differently, oh my gosh, please do it. You know, this is just to inspire you to do exactly what I did, or to just, you know, change it up. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, this one is just going to be the one that's going to hang off the second longest one. We're going to open this up. And we're going to hang it here. And we're going to close it off. And bada bing, bada boom, guys. All done. So here is what we just did. Is that not beautiful? Oh my gosh, yes. And then just again, just to quickly show you, these ones right here with the pearls. Super elegant looking, guys. So this is it. This is my tutorial for today to show you how to make these super pretty dangle beaded earrings. I hope you give it a try, and I hope you get inspiration, guys. And please go to Pinterest. There is a ton of inspiration on Pinterest, and I love it. I absolutely love going on there and figuring out what I want to do next. And even these earrings that I'm going to show you next, 100% inspired by Pinterest. This was not my design. So other than that, have an amazing and blessed day, guys, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.